Alright, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time of the day it is for you. Today's flight, we're leaving from Kilo Sierra Mike Foxtrot and going to Kilo Delta Echo November, Sacramento, California, Denver, Colorado. This is this is the shortest flight we've done in the series so far. And I paid attention when I made up my flight last night. Paid attention to times when picking routes and stuff, and we have a flight time of 2 hours 13 minutes from takeoff to landing. And I don't know if we have this feature exactly. I don't think we do in 24, but I'm in the hangar, and I picked specializations, and it goes through a little bit of history of aircraft. And I was just reading through some of this about the 707-320C, and it's quite interesting. Not gonna read it. But, right here it says cruise speed is 524 knots. We got 4 engines that are jet. Max altitude is 42. Empty weight is 155,100 pounds. And our max weight, fully loaded fuel, cargo, people, is 336,000 pounds. We can go. I think this is going on a full tank of gas. We can travel roughly 3,337 nautical miles. Our fuel capacity is 23,855 gallons. We are 145 feet long. And from wingtip to wingtip, we're 145.80 feet wide. So, she's pretty much the same from front to back as she is side to side. She's just 8 hundredths, 80 hundredths wider. It ain't much. Alright. Let's get going. So, IRL, it is 5 a.m. in Sacramento. Who would have booked a flight to leave that early? I have no idea. But, apparently Pam Am did. Again, we're leaving, we're going to Denver. So, if we're leaving just a little after 5 a.m. there, and we have a 2-hour flight time. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, about, I'm gonna say 7:30, and they're also an hour ahead, so we should be landing in Denver maybe 8:30. And our flight number for today is 2226. Had to think for a minute. Yeah, 2226. And okay, so, well, we gained a minute, but it was 2:13 yesterday. Maybe the wind's a little different. Anyway, it's the shortest distance out of me looking at everything, and we are departing from on runway 35, and we're gonna use the Romeo Victor Romeo Charlie Tango 4 departure, 35 right. And the arrival is Papa Oscar Whiskey Delta Romeo 1 for runway 08. And the approach I picked. Now all three of these approaches for runway 8 really weren't different, but so I decided to go in the middle, and we are taking RNAV 08Y as our approach. Like I said, I looked at all three of the variants. There wasn't a pattern difference, so I don't know. I guess because of the way we were coming in on our arrival, that the approaches just didn't change. Alright, now, let me just double check. Okay, we got live players, live traffic, live weather. I was thinking of turning down density and turning multiplayer off, but, to try to help the game perform better, I'm like, I don't want to sacrifice it. I'm paying for multiplayer and I'm using it on 24, and if I don't have multiplayer on, apparently nameplates don't turn up over here. I like to see the nameplates of AI, man, real life traffic. So, let's get on the runway, and okay, what's the first thing? I gotta check transponder and lights. Like I said, we're getting out of here at 5 in the morning. What possessed Pam Am to schedule a flight to go to from Sacramento to Denver at 5 in the morning, right? And I bet you IRL Sacramento Airport's probably not even operational for our flight ops ready at 5 a.m. They might be. They might have flights leaving out of there like 6. Alright. I'm just gonna leave our cabin lights, or cockpit lighting the way it is. Just cause if we go all red, it's a nice look, but I'm not gonna fiddle around with going all red. Wow, somebody's already in the chat. Oh. Princess? Well, hello. Welcome in. Oh, we're about to... I never do cold and dark startups, just because it takes forever for me to figure it out. So, alright, I think it's time for me to hit the ready to fly button. These are one of my chill flights. I basically just sit back and let the 2020 co-pilot feature do its own thing, which is hilarious on landings. Alright, but I also gotta check. Alright, nope, okay, I think I fixed our problem we were having the last few times where the light wasn't working. Oh, wrong thing. We want on. Okay, transponders on. I want the flight plan. There. I don't know if it matters, but we will. Autopilot selector, we want nav mode, I'm not gonna use this, but I think I need to have it on anyway. Alright, I want nav mode there as well. Okay, and I gotta make sure the lights are in the proper positioning here. Strobe on. Oh, nav lights were already on. Okay, and I forget what each stuff. Okay, those are all the engine lights. Here we go. No smoking is on, and seatbelt sign is on. What is that? Ground crew call. We don't need that. We'll come down here. Mic mode, I don't need. Oxygen mode is normal, and oxygen flow on. And what's funny is just because we start on the runway, most of these things should be on already. We need galley power on, although that didn't turn the lights on back there. Alright, we are ready to go. The commanding pilot has double checked everything, and we are ready for takeoff. Co-pilot, your aircraft. And we are up and out. Hopefully. I don't normally do nighttime flights, but I'm gonna stay in real time. Yes, I can see your chats. Sorry, you're new, and I'm legally blind, and I had to pay attention to what I was doing first, which is basically what most streamers do, but, it might take me a little more time to respond. I've only got vision in the one eye, so gameplay definitely has to take more priority, especially with games like this, but now that we're up and out, and these are my chill streams, like, I should be able to sit back and relax and hang out with everybody and talk to whoever's in here. And I swear, some of you alright. I mean, it seems like a lot of people that are coming in here are... I engage when I notice it, and then, but you guys are irritated because you think I can't see your chats. You guys are a little impatient, aren't you? I mean, if you've watched flight streams before, you knew I was setting up to leave. Most flight simmers ignore whatever's going on in chat when they're taking off and preparing for landing. And landing, so... I mean... Don't be assholes. Hang out in the chat, and I will eventually notice that you're there. Oh man, we're gonna get a sunrise in Denver. I might have picked the most perfect time to leave from Sacramento. You can already see the sun on the horizon out there. And we did have some other traffic on the ground. We weren't the only ones. And 10,000. Landing lights can come off. Yeah, just because I said I was legally blind, it might take me a few minutes, a little longer to answer text, chat than other people. Doesn't mean I didn't say I couldn't see them. I just said give me a minute, really. Alright, we want wing lights. There we go. Oh, that thud. Okay, I know what the thud is. Alright. Well, and today, I know what waypoints we're getting to. So we're about to hit the... We got that. Okay, and then... Dasco is our next way. Yeah. That looks beautiful. It's funny. I get nice chats from people that are, I seem to get the nice chats from people that aren't actual people. And then real people come in here, y'all are impatient. I didn't even check what our altitude, cruise altitude is, but I do know now we can go to 420. We definitely struggle to make 420. Or we struggle to make any cruise altitude ceiling, cause I don't know, we just do. Alright, I'm gonna try and use the calculation that MK told us to do for, altitude. So if we're going to 4.2, then I should start asking for descent when we're 126 miles out from the airport. I'm gonna try that today. Try to wait till we're at like 127 and then make the call for descent. And hope that I only have to make the one call to start the process. Okay, now we're getting cleared for 3-1. I did notice, when I listened back to the video the other night, from, Tuesday, that, when I'm in external camera view, you guys can't hear what I hear the ATC calls. Now, I checked the sound settings. There seems to be, I don't know how to fix that. I have everything set to default. I don't have it set to, like, noise only to headphones. So I don't know how to fix that. Except for I will try, I guess, to avoid external camera. Because, yeah, I noticed, yeah, I was hearing, I know I heard the calls on my headset, but when I was talking, you guys didn't know, really. I mean, you could pick up what was going on, but you guys couldn't hear ATC, only I could. Which is maybe a good thing, because then you guys aren't constantly hearing the, expedite your climb. So yeah, there is a way, and I did it the other night when we left Montgomery, Alabama to go to Juneau. You can actually turn all the overhead white lights off and fly in red only. Let's see here. We want overhead panel light. White dome light. See, we can turn that. I thought that meant turn it off. It says on right now. There you go. Alright, and then map lighting. The map lighting's already at 0. Instrument lighting. Okay. Instrument lighting. I'll just show you guys. Forward center lighting. Okay. And there we go, folks. We're all red. And now I think it's just because of the little bit of ambient light. I don't think it has anything to do with galley power being on. I have yet found a switch that specifically is for passengers. In fact, I do have the oxygen turned on. This is all APU, okay. Yeah, this is their night ops. I'm guessing this is their night ops. It's definitely a lot easier on the eyes. I turned the lighting on the dashboard down because, well, everything's lit up that you need to be able to read. And I'm glad this is working today. We're squawking 3546. I don't know what these other channels are for. Again, I still have no idea how to put the plane's autopilot into the altitude hold mode for the altitude you want. So after today's flight, our next chill flight will be from Denver to Hartford. That one's going to be a long chill flight. I don't know if I want to do that. Like, start that one Saturday night into Sunday morning. And, because maybe I'll get people to come in. Because it won't be during the week. When people are getting ready for work. I don't know if I want to do that Saturday night, Sunday morning, like, and of course I'll change the time of day, so we're not flying at night, because I like to see the sights of whatever you can see below us. I will keep the live weather on them, or I just might, or I just take all weekend off, and, we hit this thing and spend Monday morning, or, not Monday, we spend Tuesday morning doing our next flight. But I wanted to do I've completely thrown Train Sim World out of the schedule. I didn't do it Tuesday, I'm not doing it today, so I wanted to do at least 3 days of career mode, 3 days of chill fly. And, so that's why I said maybe Saturday night, Sunday morning, because I'm kind of every other day kind of thing, and, well, the only way to do an every other day from Friday morning is to pick Saturday night, real early Sunday morning, to do my chill flight, so. And it's as quiet as it should be on their comms this early in the morning, and there's not a whole lot of flights out there. And I wouldn't expect there to be. It's, yeah, 5:30, going on 5:30. What the heck? That scared me for a minute. I thought we were descending. I'm like, that only says 13,000 feet to be at. Wow. We could really be low for that. Ah, welcome in. We got 2 viewers again. They're giving us our step climb. They do that pretty well. It's the step descent that they don't really do. But we're probably getting one more step climb from 37 to 42. I'm only guessing. I don't know if they have that in here on the procedures page. And, not changing that. Oh wait, we want flight plan, and I actually need provide a navigational output to an external. Do you want VLOC or GPS, right? Or do you want the OBS? See, I don't know what mode we should technically be in right now, other than nav mode. What is that? Approach, VNav, profile. Set course to 094. Approaching a VNav profile. Oh. Okay. You know, sorry, I kinda know what they're talking about, but I don't. But, whatever. So yeah, getting a lot of followers, although I don't know how accurate that number really is. Are they actual followers is the better question. And I've been, so far this week, I've been doing the same thing. I get on at the same time every day, so I think if I do that Saturday night flight, if we do Saturday nights, instead of 8 a.m., we'll do 8 p.m. EST. So, yeah, some of these capital to capital flights, some will be a lot shorter than others. Now, if it was any shorter than this 2-hour window, I would have added another flight if it was another short one, but I knew going from Denver to Hartford, Connecticut was gonna be a long flight, and it wasn't. I did not want to sit here. I personally did not want to sit here all day with that going on. I mean, I could sit here all day, but then I gotta try to. I feel like if I'm live, I have to try to fill the space with my voice or entertainment. Now that I have a microphone, I don't want to subject you guys to just looking out the cockpit windshield. I mean, there could be some nice views like this one. We're flying into the sunrise. Which would have been the case if we left from Denver, when we got on the ground in Denver and went to Connecticut, we would still be, well, we wouldn't be flying into the sunrise, but we would still we would have sun up the whole trip. I had a feeling, I haven't gone coast to coast, but I have a feeling that Denver to Hartford's probably about the same type of flight time as Montgomery, Alabama to Juneau, Alaska was, and we haven't had a flight longer than that yet. Although Juneau to Phoenix was long, but that wasn't going cross country. That wasn't going clearly across 2 countries. Whereas Alaska was going, Montgomery, Alabama to Alaska was going west through most of the U.S. and then northwest through Canada. So Tuesday or Saturday night will be our chill flight. We'll leave from Denver 8 p.m. That's what I'm thinking, and we'll go to Harvard. We definitely be landing in Harvard 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. How much daytime we'll have, but I won't have us flying in the dark. I will move the time back once we've got sundown, which we might have already in Denver at 8 p.m. or we're just gonna have we might have 30-40 minutes of dusk before sunset. And then Tuesday next week will be Hartford, Connecticut to Dover, Delaware. That one should not. That one might be just as long as going Sacramento to Denver, but it might be a little shorter. But then we gotta go from Delaware. We gotta go from Dover, Delaware to Tallahassee, Florida. I think the shortest flight we might have, I'm just guessing, the shortest flight we might have might be from Tallahassee, Florida to Atlanta, Georgia. But again, that might be the same distance as going from Hartford, Connecticut to Dover, Delaware. I can't really tell you whether yay or nay we're in. And then, well, from Atlanta, we gotta go, out to Honolulu, so that's definitely gonna be a long one. And that, let's see, Tuesday I said was, Thursday will be to Florida. Saturday night might be a short stream. Then next week, not this coming Saturday, the following one, when we go to Atlanta. So let's see then. June 17th might be our Atlanta to Honolulu flight. And either that's gonna be all day and I just let the game go all day, or as soon as we get to cruise, I will skip to descent on that one. You know, it's funny is people ask me if I can see their chats after I say I explain that I'm blind, legally blind. Well, if I was responding and saying hi to you, either I can read the chats or I have software that read information out to me to let me know that you chatted. So your question's kind of stupid. Because if I couldn't read them, or I didn't know about them, I wouldn't be able to respond to you. And be kind of pissy about it right now. You know, yesterday was a fun day. I can't believe I was actually on. And career part 8 on 24. I can't believe I was on as long as I was. Stream had, you know, the game had its issues. I had my own issues. Things didn't go the way I was hoping to go. They kind of went a little bit better. My goals didn't happen the way they... So, my goals, speaking of goals, tomorrow, we'll do part 9. My goals for part 9 are to first get our specialization for charter flights unlocked. We got one landing smoothness above 50% yesterday. So tomorrow I need one more. We need to build up 50,000 credits so I can get the turboprop airline certification. And I don't know if I want to go for any other get any more credits for other certifications after that one. And I've got 2 specializations unlocked that I haven't actually done the prerequisite flight for. I might do one of those just to add it, so that if I ever go back to having a company, any type of aircraft for that company that I had to create. So that's what happened. We created the company, I sold the plane, got all but one certification I wanted. I didn't go for scoop endorsement because I looked that up yesterday. It doesn't look like the planes that get unlocked in scoop endorsement get used in any other flights, although I don't see why they couldn't be used in other flights. Be cool to take off from, do flight seeing missions, and you're taking off from a sea base, or, you know, or a ski, take off from somewhere where you gotta use skis. Man, do we have some hazy sky out there, don't we? But we're also into the sun haze, so... I want to get... I want to, like I said, I need the other smoothness so we can get charter flight. The only other one I was thinking of getting specialization would be the flight scene for the rotorcraft. So we have two types of missions for rotorcraft because, if I buy the Gambi, you know, for, my first company's M2L tours, and it looked like I had access to the Gambi, and of course the Skyhawk. So I want, because I'm gonna turn crew on. I gotta have, I think I have to have more than one aircraft, for that. I'm not sure how much money I need to do more, companies, because we'll definitely need a cargo company. And I'm gonna need a transport company. I'll have to have a VIP transport, and then I'll have to have a regular passenger service company, I believe, and then I'm gonna do Medivac specialization. I'll unlock that for the aircraft, so we'll have that. We'll have a rescue, or I mean medical transport company. I might create that too. I don't know what you need after that. I think that's everything, because so I'm not doing firefighting, and I'm not gonna do search and rescue. Visually, I mean, for regular people doing search and rescue, I don't know how they find their target. For me, it's even harder because I'm trying to look for a needle in a haystack, literally, more so than people with better vision. I couldn't even see the orange flares till, and I was constantly just like pinging the radio to use the radio as like a beacon of where I needed to go or not go, and that's cheating, but it's not cheating. But let's just say it wasn't fun, and then trying to figure out where to land, especially rotorcraft doing search and rescue. That's just, it wasn't fun when I've tried it, so we won't be doing search and rescue. So the only thing that I have no experience in whatsoever, and nobody does, is the super heavy cargo. I can unlock that specialization, but because I can't go for the certification, I can't technically unlock the specialization. I can make all the requirements for it to be available, until the developers unlock the super heavy cargo. And I don't know why they launched career mode without everything being available. It's behind a credit paywall, yes, but it says in a current update. I don't think it's coming out in update 3. Actually, I know it wasn't, because I was in SU3 beta for about a day or two before I realized why my game was suffering and was operating kind of poorly. Was because I was in beta. I was in career. I jumped in career mode, SU3 beta, and we didn't have that, or the powered lift for rotorcraft, and I don't know what that's about either. I tried to, and I think I got in a previous career. I think I got all the rotorcraft certs. Barely, we'll put it that, barely. And they weren't definitely... I don't do good with the transport missions, and I don't do good with the flight scene, but they're about the only ones I could handle. So yeah, so with our M2L Tours company, I should be able to unlock quite a few aircraft, and, say we get a Gambi, I think I can get the H125, and I don't know, and maybe the Robinson 66 is available for flight seeing, I don't know, but since you can't you can't have a rotorcraft company separate from your fixed wing, so it's just M2L Tours will have anything to do with first flight missions and flight seeing missions. So we'll need a helicopter and a fixed wing. Like I said, I'll turn crew on, but I think once I have repurchased an aircraft, I don't know when you turn crew on if they operate that or if you have to have one for yourself and then your crew flies the rest of them. I know when I was in beta in career mode, anytime I flew, I was just doing employee missions, and while the game was ticking away, while I was doing my thing, my my company aircraft were moving all over the place. So I was making credits. When I logged back in the next day, I got credits. And there was only one aircraft for every company, so... What's our altitude? Have they told us to climb any higher? We're at 3939. Well, we're kind of going back the other way. Okay. You know, the last few days, when I've done these show flights, I go to take my photo for the thumbnail, and it just doesn't look right. And I can't turn off the stuff off the damn HUD now. So there's Denver, huh? That's already up on our screen? Yep, 630 miles. So we do that side or this side? Let's see. I think we'll do this. Camera. I'm trying to make my thumbnails look different. Yesterday I took the picture and then I couldn't use it because it looked all grainy. Let's see what that picture looks like today. Ah, that's nice, crisp and clean. I can use that for my thumbnail for YouTube. Right, I haven't even told you guys how to get a hold of me. The links are on this video, on the profile page. As far as I know, my Discord link works. And then, of course, I think on my channel description page on YouTube, I think I've typed in the links, and I don't know. I don't think the Discord link can be clicked on, but of course the Twitch one I think is clickable. And on my profile page on Discord or are ways to get a hold of me on Twitch and YouTube. But anyway, and I'm gonna keep saying this. YouTube is the quote-unquote exclusive channel. It's where I have my channel update videos that I make on Fridays with me on camera, just discussing what happened throughout the week, what I plan to do the next week, and just because that's usually 15 minutes or less, it's not something I'm gonna do an IRL live for. I could, but I don't want. I don't feel like having to export a video, because that way I just upload it to YouTube. And it's not really a live stream feature, it's just a quick video. I don't want interacting with people would kind of defeat its purpose in a way. And then, so that's Matty L. Lynn at YouTube, Matty L. Lynn at Twitch, Matty L. Lynn _ 62552 at Discord. I haven't seen anybody, I haven't gotten any requests for anybody to join Discord just yet. I want to build up my community. I've got a handful of people I know from another community in there, but we don't. Basically, my Discord channel right now is just a, hey, here's what you know, things like, here's when I'm going live, and I haven't put much, there's not much to it. I haven't had to build it up yet. I'm also trying to get I want to do a Discord chat channel for, the idea is specifically aimed towards Xbox players for Flight Sim, but PC players are more than welcome to join if they're interested. I want to do the chat channel where we kind of form our own ATC network. Someone will have to act. It's where we can get together. We're all on the same chat channel. That's invite only, so I have to vet you through my Discord before I just let you into the channel. But if you're interested, let me know in the comment section on YouTube. Of course, just drop me a DM in Discord. That way I actually know you're interested. Like I said, I have to make... if you're interested, then I will check you out. See what other communities you might be a part of. But, so the Discord chat channel will be for making call-outs, which I have no experience doing other than me parroting once in a while ATC here in the game on default ATC, because I can't get third-party software because of Xbox not being able to do that. So the goal over there is to, you know, have a group together. Whoever's hosting is probably gonna have to be the ATC controller. The controller, and then you have pilots doing their call-outs. And I probably would form that into a group flight. So then, yeah, we'd all have to be like friends on Xbox and do that. So we'd do it as a group flight, and one person can watch somebody stream and kind of direct traffic. And of course, you turn down your in-game ATC and ignore it. But that's that idea. It still hasn't got off the ground. I haven't even tested the channel with the one other person that's in there, because I haven't been able to get back in touch with them to find out when they're available for us to test the chat network. Yeah, this flight is going really quick. And we're not even flying that fast, but I think that's because we're still climbing. Look at that. Look at how fast we're climbing right now. Wow. But that might be because we didn't have to. Oh, they just now cleared us for 4-1. Hey, we hit it. And it's still going. Is it going to go to 4-2? Now we're slowing down. Now we'll go the other direction, and then we'll be below 4-1. Watch this. Guarantee it. There you go. But we're pretty close to where we start descending anyway. Let's see. Did we cross the line yet? It's still... No. We're only an hour into our flight, though. We went a lot faster than I thought. We must have picked up quite a bit of speed. Alright, so that's where we're at in the flight. And that's the descent. So, yeah, we're nearly there. But yeah, we must have picked up some speed. But now we're slowing back down. We're actually slower than I've ever seen us be going. We're in the one, usually we stick around 193. But today we've been at least getting, we're making the 4-1, and then we go back below it, and then we have to expedite again. So we're it's not struggling nearly as much today, but of course it's not holding the altitude. Oh, what's down here? Off our right wing? Hanapa Airport? Hanapa. I guess that's how you say that. Oh, you know what we have pulled up yet this flight? We have not went to this map. Wow, look at that. We actually know what we're doing. Rumps, it was the last waypoint. Rumps. And then Kate's. Searles. Gadget. I guess that would be Gadget. And then we have Trope. Is JCN a waypoint? I don't know if, yeah, it's a waypoint. It's also a VOR. That's why it's okay. And then we have does that say dirty? D-I dirty grip base skied cools, and then of course powder is our approach. And then we have hilly slope. Exactly how do we... Okay. We got slope. Now, according to the way this looks, it looks like we hit DVV, or I mean DW, and then are we supposed to come around to Lips for owner before we land? I don't under. Oh, okay. No, the white is because we come out here to loop. It looks like an oval or a teardrop. So this white line is, I don't understand now. And I can't actually pull up the flight plan, so. We're 700. Alright, get out of there. Because we're just going up and down after that today. That's funny. Alright, we've got an hour, 15 minutes left of flight. It's hard, I'm saying that, and yet, I mean, with 550 miles, we went that pretty much yesterday within I think within an hour, didn't we? Say that, so maybe we're not. And we were going, I think, almost twice as fast yesterday. But we can go really, really fast, and I have not seen this plane do anything more than maybe 350. I think red light can go off. I think it's bright enough in the cockpit. If I can just find the dang... Alright, panel lighting we want on, red light we want. We'll turn white, we don't want white light either. So turn red light off. Did that turn every red light off? It did. Now, do we have the proper lighting? Overhead lighting. Oh, there we go. Forward lighting. That, I knew the dashboard looked a little funky. We didn't have our... Oh, that's forward center lights. We don't want that. I want panel light only. Lights. Door warning. Oxygen mode, normal. Did I forget to turn the oxygen on? I thought I did, but maybe we need to turn it the flow on, huh? That's fuel valve. Cabin temperature. Cabin heat. Where's the light switch for over here? The panel lighting. That's battery. External power control. Am I looking for something I don't need to? Probably. But, here we are. Dimmer. 100. Dimmer upper panel. 100. There we go. I was looking for it earlier. Okay. Although it still looks like I've got red light on over here. I do. Control stand lighting, red. Did that turn it off? There we go, that turned that off now. I guess this is where it's the worst time of the day to be flying, is sunrise and sunset, especially where we're flying right into it. And we have no sun visors. But it could be a whole lot worse. Alright, so I read off our waypoints, and we are on our way to Curls right now. We got 20 miles. Alright, folks. Just a bit. I think I gotta sneeze again. Oh, man. I'm surprised we maintain. Wait. We're above it. Man, I don't know, something must have got that stuck out my nose. I keep sneezing. Oh, now we're heading into some clouds, huh? Yeah, I don't... I'm hearing their calls, but you guys aren't. So when I'm quiet, like when I stop and pause like that, I'm listening to the radios. Because I have a feeling you guys don't hear the extra. I don't know how to make sure you guys hear that. But, yeah, me using the same plane for every flight we've done so far, it's hard to make my thumbnails look different. That's why I took the picture, but most of the time I use whatever the game kind of defaults. Like my Twitch stream ones are the default because I have no way to upload. Well, I kind of have a way to upload. I can use my phone and upload it from my phone to the Twitch app on my phone. But usually my Twitch thumbnail and my YouTube thumbnail never are the same. Because even somehow YouTube pulls different thumbnails than Twitch does. I think Twitch pulls one free thumbnails. I think they pull one from the beginning of your stream, the middle of your stream, and once I hit stop, I think they pull another one from around the time you hit stop. So today is gonna be a little different than for me, but I have a group flight thing I want to do this afternoon, so it's good that this was a short flight. But I definitely was on here yesterday for a good time, a good like, well, let me see, I can tell you, I mean, you guys can go watch it. Part 8, career mode. It's in a 2 different playlists on YouTube. It's under my Msfs-24 playlist, and there's also Msfs-24 career. These flights that we're doing here are chill flights, are under 2 playlists as well. It's the Msfs 2020 and the you know, I gotta look stuff up because I can't remember what the other playlist was. I don't know if I specified that it was for a specific game. Oh, U.S. Capitals and Territories is the other playlist. I probably should have specified Msfs 2020 use, but I didn't. I have a few playlists. I have some playlists in here I think I might need to delete because there's only 2 videos, and I don't plan on adding to those playlists now. Just because I'm not going to be making short videos. If I do a short video, it's going to be hitting the record button on the Xbox itself, and then it's being like a 10-minute video, and then I have to you know, hold my phone like the old way I was doing stuff, and I don't think anybody on YouTube wants to see that type of video anymore. I don't want to make those type of videos anymore, and that's why I'm not doing YouTube live. Although I could be simultaneously streaming right now. That I said that because I'm not usually flying these. I could be sitting here holding the phone. I could have done that for this whole flight. Hold my phone with the YouTube on. But the thing is, all the audio is coming through my headset. There's no audio output anymore from the TV. It's all coming through the headset, which is great because when my parents go to bed, and if I'm still up and I'm on the game here, I don't have to close the bedroom door because I'm not disturbing anybody with stall warnings. Like, I know if someone was in a light sleep and they heard my TV, I had the bedroom door closed. They have their door closed, but I guarantee you, if someone was in a light sleep earlier this morning, they were hearing stall horn warnings from my TV because I had my stream from yesterday replaying. Alright. Well, I'm sorry, Princess. That, you didn't stick around long enough to, follow. But you definitely came in acting like a diva in a way. You gotta come in here just and act like your name, huh? Nobody's gonna get any. The only people in my streams that will get special treatment are people I've already designated to have special treatment. And I don't know what the, I had 2 people whisper about me, and I read those comments. Apparently they were on I got an email about them. But I don't know, I've never hit whisper. Granted, I shout out quite a few channels when I'm live. I haven't said anything today, because I don't need to advertise anybody else right now. And there's only, well, I gotta, let's see here. Ah, no, I already have them, okay. I already got 2 videos in my watch later playlist on YouTube for tonight. And more will probably get added. Oh. I probably should go through my follower list. I guarantee you there's people in there that I've hit ban to, but after they hit the follow. But I can't catch stuff quick enough. Alright, oh. Looking for something and it was right in my lap. I guess I can't tell what our, oh, there we go. Our, Denver waypoint thingy kinda got blocked off. We got like 420 something miles left. Is that a river or a lake below us? Okay, continue to drop. Oh, trollop. Why do you... I don't know why the dog comes in here and coughs. And then he walks away. They just had to come in here and cough and then walk away. The old one is weird. I went outside yesterday when I was done on here, or on my stream yesterday. I went outside to go smoke some cigars. The dogs went out with me. He stood at the back patio door. Not on the side where we come in and out of. He stood on the other side, barking at the door. And it wasn't the, like, barking because he was at his own reflection kind of barking. He was just barking. I think he might have been barking his own reflection, but it wasn't that I'm gonna attack. It's the, hey, let me in kind of bark that he does every time we let him out and he's ready to come back in. And, I don't know why he was doing that. It was just the dogs and I, and yet he kept thinking someone was in the house. And he wanted back in. And, but I couldn't let him in. I couldn't let them in because, I didn't barricade my room, so that they couldn't get in my room when, if I wasn't in the house. So I just let him carry on. But yeah, he's deaf and he's losing his eyesight, so he's a little dumber than he used to be. And I'm talking about a dog, not a person. So a dog that's like almost, I think he's either 14 or 15. A miniature poodle. And his name definitely fits, it describes him very well lately. His name's Shadow, and God, does he not know how to not be my mom's shadow. You want me to go to 410 when technically I should already be asking for descent. By the way I was doing it, I would be asking for it. And about 90 miles. We'll see. I'll ask for descent once we hit 126 miles. Wow. I've never seen that happen. Okay, yeah, my iPad freaked me out there. I just looked over and the viewer count had nothing on it. I'm like, wait, I've never seen that before because I have my own preview window open. There should at least be one, and on the overlay on the screen, on the TV it says 1, so. Oh, I can add that. I mean, I could be watching my own stream from my phone. Even though I'm logged in. Well, I technically could log out, but, I believe I can add to that number. Add to my own viewer count. Does it work? I guess not. No, it's still at 1. Because it can't recognize multiple devices to the same account. That makes sense. Actually, you know, I wouldn't even have to hold the phone up to the TV. I don't... Alright, so I took a picture with my phone for my thumbnail, and I just realized I have an iPad. I could have took a picture with the iPad and upload it to the web. You know, I'm so used to just only having the phone. Just like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't have to use my phone to do it. I, like I said, if I did change the output on the TV and didn't have stuff coming through the headset, the only reason I'd have to have the headset on and use the microphone, I probably could sit here and pull up another tab on the iPad and hit the go live on YouTube. And that's something I might need to start doing. If I can simulcast the only thing with simulcasting is I don't know how I don't know if both windows or both tabs with them being open, if I would get live chat in both feeds and on the screen. Because as soon as I click out of one screen, I can't see the other. Oh, I keep forgetting there's a delay. Okay. Yeah, it's a little late to be doing that. ATC's telling me to climb. It's a little late for that. We are on the descent now. So, let's see here. I'm curious now to that. That's not what I wanted to hit. Alright. Nope, that's not what I want either. And I don't want things blasting through the microphone. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the option? Alright, so, let me see now. Because I can almost always pull up the chat for one stream or another on my... I can always pull up the live stream, I think, on my phone for Twitch or YouTube and jump back and forth a lot quicker. Here we go. Alright. Now where's the preview for this? I hit go live. Oh, I thought I hit. Okay. I hit create. Did I not? Let's see. I'm just seeing how this works. Okay. So, your current browser does not support webcam streaming. Download Chrome? What's wrong? What's wrong with Siri? Yeah, what's wrong with Siri? I thought it just had to pick up my iPad's camera. Yeah, I'm not installing something that I might not need. If anything, if I can't go live, I can at least still do videos the other way. Yeah, it's not working. My iPad's telling me to, or YouTube's telling me to download Chrome. So, well, that was an interesting, venture. Nope, no simulcasting. Not unless I want to do it the old way. I mean, because I can use my phone. This flight would have been short enough. I could have held my phone up here and tried to keep it still. And did 2 lives, but, like, then I have to worry about 2 chats, and, I don't know if I want to mess with that. I have just enough fun with the one. When people do come in. I think I need to hit refresh on my string preview. Although hitting refresh gets rid of chats from earlier. I think it's only saying 1 views because it's my own preview. Because, yeah, the overlay says 1, but the stream window, preview window says nothing. Alright, we are at 280. And you have not told me to make any descent just yet, so, which we shouldn't. We weren't supposed to be descending till about 130 miles out, so. But I don't know why you keep telling me that. I mean, they should just leave me alone by now. 40. Salt Lake. Shouldn't we be switching to Denver soon? I mean, we're going to Denver. And look at that view down there. So, we actually have hit our cruise altitude a couple of times today. But let's see, the travel to portion. Now, okay, so we're about to hit, we got 2 waypoints to go. That's how I'm reading this. I don't know if that's what the little white dots are, but that's how I'm gonna read this. We got 2 to go before we hit descent. Where are we on the map? Okay, so we have Oscar 34 off to our left. And yeah, we're heading to Juliet November Charlie with Kilo Golf Juliet Tango just to the 11 o'clock of our waypoint. So where's this airfield at down there? Because I'm not seeing the point of interest thing, but... How far away? 64 miles till we hit JNC. Yeah. Expedite my ass. There we go. Now we're under Denver Center. Alright. So, I get on here every day. And I'm in either 2020 or 24 almost every day. And, I could technically stream every day of the week. I could do something every day of the week. But, the thing is, I also need breaks from not sitting here and, talking. But I said I wanted to do, right now I want to do at least, you know, three days a week I want to do, I wanted three days out of the week I want to do my 24 career, and then I was thinking of doing 3 days of these flights, but I don't know. I could stretch this out and just do these type of flights on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And, have the weekends to myself. The thing is, I don't jump on here, and, I'm not gonna jump into career mode right now and do stuff off camera. Because there's so many unpredictable things that could happen. That, I would want on camera, or, recorded. And then, 2020, there's no reason to get in here without doing these free flights. Cause, Xbox achievements, all of them don't have nothing to do with the actual gameplay features. So, and I'm not getting any credit towards any of the Xbox achievements right now anyway, because I'm using assistances. If I was hand flying stuff, maybe, but we would have to be in a Cessna 172. So they're gonna keep giving me expedite climb to the last minute, aren't they? This just means I'm gonna be done a lot earlier than normal, and I get to eat earlier than normal today. Alright, so, clock. It is it's nearly 7:45 o'clock. I'm starting from California, and I have 9:45. So, we are gonna, what'd I say, about 9:30? Or, I mean, 8:30? Maybe 8:45? We left at little after 5. 6, 7, and 13 minutes. So I said 8:15. I'm rounding up, maybe 8:20. 8:20. I'm not well, we should have already. So, 8:20, I think is correct. But then I said we also have lost an hour. Yeah, we lose an hour in flight time. So yes, 7. I'm having trouble now figuring this out. It's worse than yesterday's. Yesterday's was easier to figure, or the other day was easier to figure out. You go ahead, you lose an hour. You gain time by falling back. So, when we went from Phoenix, when we went from Little Rock to Sacramento, we gained time. So today we should be losing an hour of time. So it looks like we're actually flying longer than we actually are. So the 2-hour, 15-minute flight is going to look more like a 3-hour, 15-minute flight. I've never flown IRL anywhere where I had to worry about time zone changes. Although I say that, well, there's not exactly time zone changes, but between Knoxville, Tennessee, and Norfolk, Virginia, there's about a minute difference or so. Yeah, there's a slight time difference because they're further east than than Knoxville is. Norfolk, Virginia, Washington D.C. It's further east, so there is time differences. I think even New York City is like 30 seconds ahead of Washington D.C. So. Because I think time zones is not a man-made, you know, we didn't create the time zones, but we had to come up with a way to understand them, and where we implemented the time zone divides. Like, you had to pick a point where, okay, this is 0, and then you go around the globe. And for some reason, whoever came up with that said, Greenwich, England was going to be the meridian where we start the clock. So the world revolves around English time. But maybe when that started becoming relevant was because of the Empire. That's probably why it's relevant like that. Are we gonna start getting descent directions? Well, okay. You guys couldn't hear that. I'm sorry. Again, if you hear me talking like that, questioning ATC, and you're not hearing anything, that's what's happening, because I hear them and you guys don't. But we're just now at 180 miles to go. Like I said, about 130 is, or 125 is when I need to ask for descent. I don't think I should have to ask for it. They should automatically do it. But, or I shouldn't ask at all. Let's see if they, we could see if they vector me down. But they're still giving me expedite. How much longer do we have the expedite here? 34 miles. So 70 minus 30. That's 4 something. I was gonna say maybe I need to ask for descent once we pass this waypoint. Okay, so yeah, because the next descent is 50. So when we hit grip, we hit grip, do I ask for descent? That's quite a, well, that's under 120. I will ask for descent once we've passed this waypoint here. So when we start towards grip, I don't know exactly what, well, I do know what runway we were landing on, but I forget now. And I know it's over here somewhere. So I don't know why these screens suddenly worked, other than I fooled around with something yesterday, and then I turned it back up. I turned density down, but then I put density back up today, so. And I don't know if this is supposed to be lit up at all. Is this altitude hold adjust? Is this what I need to use to get the autopilot to work? Is that like the flight level change? Altimeter hold. Altimeter altitude. It says ALT. ALT is what I understand to be altitude. Oh man, I keep coughing. So, yeah, we'll hit this and I'll ask for it to go to 32. After we pass this waypoint. And of course we had to come into clouds. Why wouldn't we? Did we already pass? Are we on the next? Okay, we're on grip. Alright. Request, I already have IFR clearance. Why would I what? I don't know why that pops up on the screen. Alright. Hopefully that's the only request I have to make, because I pretty much waited to the last minute. Hopefully after this, they can vector me the rest of the way. Alright. So, we've had a pretty short flight, like I said. We would. Now, our stream timer, when I hit the runway, it should be a few minutes longer than I said flight time was. I should see about 2 hours, 20 minutes on the stream timer. Or, like, or a little something in that window. And we got four minutes till we hit 2 hours. I know you're supposed to take into account the elevation of the airport, that you're going to, and then do that whole times the distance, or your altitude times 3, and then divide, and whatever. Anyway. I asked for descent a little bit ahead of what the formula would say. Hopefully, ATC will handle us from here on out on the way down. Because I shouldn't have to keep asking. Alright, we're at 310. And we're gonna keep going. Yeah, we're not on arrival yet. We've got 3. We've got 3 waypoints left before we hit our arrival. Which should be approach, shouldn't it? Yeah, Powder 1 is our... Alright, now we're turning to grip. And then grip to base. Not base leg. We'll be clear on that one. There's the mountains below us. Colorado Rockies. Also a name of the baseball team. Uh-huh. Well, technically, you should be telling me to descend, but, you know. You guys are not very, in-game AI is not very smart. Yeah, I rely on them to fly the plane. Alright. Do I need to be asking for a new descent? Okay, so at 3-1... 3-1... 93, so yeah. So if I want 21, that would be at 60... 62? If I want 21, yeah. 63 miles away, I need to ask for 21,000. That's how I'm doing. I'm trying to calculate this like I was, someone suggested, and I found out was the proper procedures, so... No, I'm hearing other traffic. Oh, there's a online player. Or something. Southwest Airlines 536. But I'm also on the Southeast Asia server, so there's probably a lot of actual traffic here, but that's the only one on this server. We're descending on our own. We're at 21. And I don't think ATC told me that, but you guys are also not hearing all the comm traffic. Because I like to be in the external view more than I like to be in the internal view. And then that's the sacrifice of that is you guys can't hear the ATC. But yeah, we started descending on our own. I don't remember if we got a call to descend to where we're at, but we're below 21. Right when we needed to be. I said 63 miles, and we just passed under 21,000 feet at 64 miles. So. Looks like a mess of clouds out that way. So they did vector us down. Alright, so I made that first call at the proper time, and they vectored me down in time for 21. Actually, they gave me a little bit lower than that. Are we gonna hear them respond? Southwest 536? Okay, they responded. You guys probably didn't hear that, except for the last portion. We also have someone over here to our left. Southwest 2629er. but I think they left. Good day, sir. See ya.
Denver Center Canada 2226 is at flight level 185, climbing flight level 19 receiver.
Sounded like she said P-O-W-E-R. Didn't sound like she had the book, had said D in there. P-O-W-E-R, P-O-W-D-R. Alright, we're about to hit Healy. That would have been the one off to our right. I mean, on our left. Climbing out to 130. Or, 310. Cause... well, where'd that... there it is, yeah, they're descending too, southwest. Are you I hope you're... yeah, they still want me to go to 190. But I was gonna say, I hope Southwest is not coming in the same runway, because it looks like they're just about the same distance from the airport. But it's kind of hard to judge distances. And I don't even see the other plane that anymore. Oh, 10,000. Okay. I'm like, wait, 1,000 feet? What?
0,000 feet, Canada 2226.
Alright, since I know we're about to hit that, let's, get our landing lights on ahead of time. There we go.
124.905, Canada 2226.
2222222.
Denver approach Canada 2226 is at 16,300 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
Yep, our next flight will be 2628. Oh, now you want me to go only be at 11, huh? T-E-L. Okay, so we gotta go from lips to owner, and then... right, because we're RNAV-Y.
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway
08.
left approach via TLLR transition. Clear to TLLR Canada 2226.
What?
Maintain
Oh.
heading and altitude Canada 2226.
They, changed our flight plan. We're not coming in on 8. We're not coming in on 8, and I'm not about to figure out how to change my active flight plan, so... it doesn't... it sounded like they just cleared us for 3-4 left. Or 3-5 left. I don't remember, I don't think they said 8. Alright, I'm trying to stay in the cockpit so you guys can hear the traffic calls, because there's quite a bit right now, of course. Of course there is. We're landing in Denver in the morning, so... ladies and gentlemen, it is currently 8:11 a.m. and we should be on the ground in approximately 10-15 minutes. Welcome to Denver, Colorado. The Mile High City. So if you want to join the Mile High Club in the Mile High City, now would be the time before I turn the seatbelt signs on before we descend again. Enjoy your flight. And enjoy your stay in Denver, Colorado. Bing, boom. In fact, you know, I never turned the seatbelt signs off. I completely forget that, so... Wow. The no smoking sign doesn't chime when you mess with it. Just like, I don't even know if we have emergency lighting on. Alright. So, we are turning... I believe we're turning for slope. But again, it sounded like they told us a different runway than 08. Right. And below us is...
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Canon 2226.
Thought we were... Well, we weren't below 10 yet, but, so, you know what, landing lights were on a little early. At least I remembered to do it. Alright, and we... have... Okay, the flight time was 2:14. The stream timer is now passing 2:14:36 seconds. Like I said, the stream timer is going to be a little bit longer than our actual flight. But, and we are on the... we're not on final, but, this flight's definitely gone. It is definitely on schedule. And it's been smooth, no problems. I want to be in this view, but I also want you guys to hear ATC if they call. We need to be banking to the left. You need to bank to the left. Okay.
Canon 2226 at the generic in sight.
Alright. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Pan Am 2226. Pan Am 2226. Generic traffic in sight. Alright, we have glide slope visible as we're making this hard left bank, which I think is probably more than 15 degrees. Maybe not. Alright, gear is down. Alright, so we're coming in 3-4. Not 8. So yeah, they changed on us. But I have that feature turned on. They gave us the better runway to. Yeah, we stopped at slope or DVV. We never even went to lips and all that because they didn't clear us that way. All right, we got proper speed. The question is, folks, does the captain take control or do we let the co-pilot still do it? We know what the co-pilot handling landing ratings have been. I think we've been cleared. How many miles away are we? 7? But yeah, airliners definitely need a long final, don't we? Since this stream was short, I will plan my our next flight. Alright, we have an aircraft on the runway. So hopefully they clear the runway, because we're coming in. I don't know if the co-pilot could do a go-around if need be. So hopefully traffic clears the runway. Because I don't know if I could take command and go flaps 15 and full power with one hand on the keyboard and one hand on the controller. I don't think it's possible. Granted, technically, you know, we can just fly right through anybody on the runway. Alright. And, of course, it's cloudy. Man, that makes the runway almost not visible. Alright, are we gonna get like a 200-foot warning? Granted, this plane is old. Wow. Break the front gear, why don't we? Damn. I don't think we flared. 1277. Yeah, I don't think the co-pilot flared. Man, I should have took control. A 600 something would have been a better landing. Golly. Alright, you can get off the screen now, landing rating. I don't know why it takes forever to clear off the screen. Okay. My aircraft. Just because I want to make sure we actually get to a gate. Alright, they just cleared us to go to current, change to ground. So, I have no need to stop here. Actually, I do have a need to stop here. Let me just rotate us. We want taxi lights. Alright, taxi lights are on. And landing lights. Landing lights come on. Alright. Alright. So I need tower. A little late for ATIS. Which ground am I supposed to be on? 135. We got 1218. 1213. And 12. Alright. Oh, crap. One 12015. Okay, 12015. That's what I was looking for. And we want request taxi to gate.
Adam 2226 request taxi to the gate.
Adam 2226 taxi to gate Charlie 2 train via taxiway Delta Delta Mike Whiskey Bravo Bravo November Hotel Charlie see you.
Right? Co-pilot's aircraft. Right? Alright. Yeah, cause I don't know if they would have asked to go to a gate. Sometimes they just end up sending you up to parking. When I've left it to the co-pilot to handle. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have landed, and we are on our way to the gate. It is currently 25 after 8. Please begin to grab your crap and prepare to get off my damn plane. You know what? And we're gonna be a little crazy. And the seatbelts are off. But you still cannot smoke on my plane. Or on any plane. Man, this is a big airport, isn't it? I mean, there's what? 3 runways? Technically 6 runways? You had 30, what do we have, 35 left, 35 right, and 8. And then you got the opposite ends. So I don't know. I don't remember what gate they told us. I wonder with us having, I wonder with having the Pam and livery and call sign, if the AI ATC picks up that information at all, and actually maybe sends us to a gate where Pan Am might have parked. I don't know. I don't even know if Pan Am ever flew to Denver. They might just give us one, like, so. And I mean, we had a plane go through us on the taxiway because we were taking too long, apparently. But that's the difference between that was the difference between the AI or a player, because a player would have stopped behind me probably. Okay, so there's some reservoirs, I'm guessing. But they're flat, like something's wrong with the scenery over here, huh? There comes there's a plane. Are they landing? Yeah, they just landed. Right here's the runway. There's another one coming in. Anybody taking off? Okay, there's a plane down there on a taxiway. They're coming. I'm doing some plane spotting. Love it. There's one coming in the land now. Alright, they're down. There's taxiing going on. See, this is why I didn't want to turn density up. This is so cool to see. And I don't know if those are the AI or if those are live players on the Southeast Asia server. I'm gonna say the ones with name tags are live players, because some of these planes don't have tags on them that are sitting here. Of course, that's probably because they're static. What flight is this sitting here? That is a SkyWest 5465. Why are you sitting there? Are you a cargo? Are you moving? Am I being followed? Well, we're just gonna fly through each other? We're just gonna fly through each other. Ooh! Oh. Thanks for the hot air in the face. This is a gate right here. That's a gate. Just, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be a gate with all the vehicles sitting there. Where are they going? That they had to blow hot air in our face. Alright. You guys have been missing some traffic, but I wonder if we'll get a wing walker, waving us in to park or not. Is there someone with with wands out here?
Denver ground Skywest Flight 487 requesting the end of pushback. Skywest Flight
My aircraft.
Denver ground Skywest 487 taxi to and hold short of runway 34.
What, you want me to go forward more?
351 landing.
Alright. Brake is set. Alright. We want... Look, I'm trying to do stuff different here, folks. We want APU on. Alright, APU is on. Now we want engine 1. I need engine 1 control. Okay. Oop. What does that do? Trips. I see. I don't know how to turn the engines off. Alright, let's see what. Alright. Ground services. Jetway. Are you connecting? It looks like I confused you because we're in the wrong spot. Nope. Nope, they got it. Okay. And we want... request power supply.
2226, could you please send a ground power unit?
NM2226, no ground power unit is available.
Alright. So... where's door control? How do you open the doors? Maybe you can't in this one. Anyway.
Denver ground Skywest 5133 ready. Pushback received. Taxi IFR. Skywest 5133 taxi to
Alright. Oop, I left the landing light on. Strobe off. Nav light off. Beacon off. Wing lights off. Seatbelt signs are off. And, no smoking sign might as well go off. Emergency flap control. And these can all go off. Main panel power is off. Okay. Oxygen can be turned off. That's off. At 0, that's at 0. Galley power can go off. 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 APU on. APU. Generator switch on. APU fire and overheat switch. Door warning test. Emergency oxygen. Oxygen mode normal. Main tanks are all closed. Left fuel dump valve. Mid-cabin temperature. Close. Pressure, we don't need pressurization. Cabin pressure override. It's off. Auxiliary crew. Radiator. Oh, I don't know about that stuff. External power control. I'm just tripping these because I think that's turning them off. I could be wrong. I could pull up the checklist, couldn't I, and do this. Make sure I was doing this correctly. Okay, we want ground light power. DC battery power off. Disconnect. Disconnect. Wow, is that outside traffic? That's loud. Are we... I can't tell if our engines are still on without the drone. Wow, free cam. Yo, we're still on. Well, while we're on the ground, and I have the free cam, should we take a look in here? Alright. God. So, you got the women's bathroom, the men's bathroom. And I can't open the door because I don't know how to actually, if you can do that. Probably not. Alright, there's a galley and an exit. So this is all first class. Now, I don't know exactly how you get back here unless they have a separate entrance. But here's your economy. And apparently, we have nothing right here. Yeah, apparently they didn't finish the model right there. Just like, if we go into the bathroom, there's nothing actually in here. Alright. Camera. Go back to cockpit. Alright, now. since I can't figure this out, after landing, reset page, shut down, reset page, and that reset page. Now let's go back up to this page and do this.
Anti-ice. As required. Window heat. Low or off. Pro heat. Low pitot switches off. Speed brakes lever. Pull down. Transponder. Standby. Galley power. On. Fuel system. One boost pump per engine. Hydraulics panel. Check all over. APU master. Start then on.
Alright. Now, we can shut down, right?
External power. If APU off set off. Essential power. EXT or APU PWR. AC parallel. APU gen or external power. Seat belts. Off. Beacon. Off. Exterior lights. As required. Fuel levels.
Alright, so now I know you gotta cut the
Parking brake.
power off.
On.
Set. Okay, all off. They're all off, right?
All off.
Thought I did. I thought I did.
Southwest 3057 requesting pushback. Southwest 3057 pushback request accepted.
Alright, just one more list left.
Parking brake. Release. Lose load selected. Off. Emergency exit lights.
Says off. Okay, but now I know where they're at to turn them on.
Off.
Oh, there was more than one.
Set off. Late master. battery switch. Off.
Well, we're not getting the end screen, but everything is off. Hey, why did disconnect? Well, alright, so. Okay. Let's, plan the next one. And then we're done for the day. Oh, what did I pick? That didn't mean to pick that. I need to exit. If only I knew exactly what gate we parked at. We could take off from there on, either Saturday night or next Tuesday will be the next chill flight. I think doing one on Saturday night is fine. Starting at 8 p.m. Hopefully I'm not up all hours, although it won't matter, will it? Because I can just sleep Sunday. So, let's... Oop. We want Kden. Alright, so, Kden. Denver, I don't know why FBOD comes up, but, you know, it does, apparently. So, we got that. Whoa. And we want Hartford, Connecticut. There it is. I didn't even have to look very hard for it. Alright. Is this the runway? KHFD. I'm gonna look it up, just make sure. Hartford, Connecticut Airport. Bradley International Airport. What's the ICAO code? BDL. KBDL. Alright. KBD. L. Okay. Yeah, 5 hours, 28 minutes without messing with anything yet. Alright. And this flight number will be 2628. Okay. And we want high altitude which only brings it down about 2 hours. Alright. But now we will look at our stuff here. We are departing on runway 26 departure. So okay. Runway 26. Okay. That is 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's 3 hours 24 minutes. And this one is 3 hours 40 minutes. So this one was the shortest path. 3 hours 11 minutes. Okay, what runway did I say? We are taking off. You know, it makes no sense to take off from runway 26 when we could just take off from runway 17, right? Alright, runway 26 it is. Alright. So no. Okay, there's that. There's that. No. Wait, 315? No, 311 still the shortest so far. That's 15. Just make sure there's no more 26s. Wow, there's a lot of departures. No more for 26. Alright, so 311 was the shortest on departure. So I think that's plane 126. Yep, okay. So now for arrivals, I actually need to know where we're landing. Well, I mean, I need to know which runway, not where we're landing. I know where we're going. We are landing runway 33. Alright. Runway 33. So how many? We have DPK 333. 3 hours, 18 minutes. Then we have Stella 1 on the 33. There's 3 hours, 11 minutes. Alright, so we're doing... And what's direct by any chance? We're gonna do the direct. We're doing direct. So, now I need to double check. Planes 2-6, but what's direct? Of course direct. Of course direct is always the cheaper. But I want this. So planes 2-6 and Stella 133 and now we want approaches. Loke 33. Loke 33 looks dumb. Alright. ILS 33. That's still dumb. Alright. Maybe RNAV 33. No, that's still dumb. That's going out that way and then coming back, turning around. Automatic. Alright, so no matter which one we pick, we go out and come back in. So it doesn't change any of the times. It didn't look like it did. Let me zoom back out. Alright. 3 hours, 11 minutes. RNAV 33. Yeah, so everything we do is coming out here and then turning around. And that's RNAV 33. What about the ILS? Okay, there's ILS 33. Approach. And then... no. No, okay, ILS 33. It's the same thing. And LOC 33. We'll do ILS. Instrument Landing System. Alright. As dumb as that looks. 3-hour, 11-minute flight. Alright, folks, let me save this. And then, I'll do my spiel, and then, we'll be done for today. We want to save. Actually, let me get rid of that one. Save. And let's see. Charlie Alpha Charlie Tango. Okay. Alright, so, folks, how can you find me? If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, I'm live on Twitch at MattyLN at twitch.com. Ooh, if you want to join my Discord community, or you're interested in my Discord chat channel for learning ATC and making as a pilot making your ATC calls, that is MattyLN _ 62552. And you for Twitch, if you want to find me on YouTube, that's MattyLN at YouTube. Thank you to whoever watches this later on. That's usually how it goes. More of you are watching this on demand. Thank you. Then people come in and I will we'll see you. We'll shoot for 8 p.m. on Saturday night, folks. Thank you. Have a good day or good night. And goodbye.